Hey y'all, welcome to my page. God today told me to just send it. So today it's going to be a little bit more of a personal channel. I hope you guys like it. Some people in this world will look at you, see how far you've come, see everything you've been through, and how happy you are in your own energy. And all they want to do is extinguish that fire. All they want to do is just shut you up. They look at you as the enemy, when in reality, this is tough love. I'm ripping the Band-Aid off in a sort of kind of way. Not everyone in this world will be able to be saved. Some will greatly resist this. Some have many more lifetimes of karmic debt that they owe. God is so intricate and detailed in his work that he has constantly opened truths to me in divine timing. At the moment I was meant to know. At the moment I was meant to hear it. Those that live in negative energy fields, who just siphon off of others' energy, they are more comfortable in their lack and judgmental, miserable mindset, jealousy, hatred, fear, whatever. It comes naturally to them, and they like it because it's easy to them. They are good at manipulating it. Some of them. We just can't save them all. Some of them, their karma is to have the truth kind of thrown in their face. My entire first serious relationship, I had a boyfriend named Mike. And that relationship was one very long mental chess game. That's the only way I can truly describe it. It was a battle of control. I had a spiritual awakening as a young adult. And I thought my boyfriend at the time was my soulmate. I was going through my spiritual awakening. I was learning to shed things that no longer served me. I was unlearning things that I learned from my home life. I was unlearning bad habits. I knew I was meant to come here for a reason. I knew I was meant to help my family. And he was meant to help his. He saw me for me. He saw how spiritually in tune I was. The true things that would just spit out of my mouth were just not normal. God gave him the chance to step up and protect me. But he couldn't. Physically, sure. Mentally, emotionally, never. He viewed me as a threat. He viewed me as a threat. Why does she deserve this abundance? Why does she deserve what's coming and I don't? He was always so worried about what his friends thought, about what others thought, about what his mom thought. I had pimples. I was tall. I didn't have a big butt. Whatever. He was no prize either. But in the beginning, he really didn't like me that much. He liked the feeling that I gave him. He liked the compassionate and loving energy I gave him. He liked the fact that I saw him as a good person. I showed him a vulnerable side of me that I felt I couldn't tell anyone else about. And he took that side of me and he used it against me. He kept me down. And he planned to keep me down the entire time. I told him I was psychic. I told him I had a premonition of his death. I saw a gun going off and heard the shot. And then I saw a car crash. I heard the screeching sounds. The first time I told him, nah, that's stupid. It's all in your head. You're thinking too hard on it. God's not saying that. I would beg him, no, please, 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 just listen to me. Like, why does it feel so real? Why does it feel like this? I think we need to do what God is asking us to do. We need to heal. We need to help our families heal. It's the only way forward. Nope, no. It's all in your head. You're just anxious. It's your anxiety. That's stupid. It's your hormones, whatever excuse he had that day. He was probably one of the most skilled manipulators I have ever come up against. He would always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That was like his tagline. For months, I talked to him about this. And for months, he continued to tell me everything was fine. Everything was all in my head. He wasn't going to die. Like that one South Park episode. I promise, I'm not going to die. Whatever. I eventually stopped bringing it up. He was able to convince me in my mind that it was something I didn't need to worry about. That everything would be fine. And I assumed he knew best. I assumed everyone around me knew more than me. I assumed I was just hormonal or anxious. I thought anxiety was something that ran in the family. It's not. The first 3 years of our relationship, brutal. He just literally sucked me dry of all of my energy. He used me, he manipulated me, he would gaslight me, he would shame me and talk so much shit behind my back. He would never take accountability. He was always the victim in every situation. Well, my mom this, or, well, my mom that, or... Once I left in the middle of our relationship, because of his drinking and because of other things, he felt that. He felt that darkness. He felt that loneliness, that emptiness that you feel when someone like me walks out of your life. It's palpable. He was so angry, getting his friends to insult me, getting people to say I was hooking up with everyone in the neighborhood. And then finally, he used manipulation to draw me back in. Manipulation and dark energy. He knew how to abuse energy. I couldn't see it because I even saw the good things in people that were so broken beyond repair that my immediate natural inclination was to just always say, well, I'll help him. He'll change for me. He will. He'll get better. He says he will. He's trying. When we got back together, he just became a better liar. He just got better at hiding it. It was Mike's world, and I was just along for the ride. what has really confused me all these years was that I truly thought he did love me. But that wasn't real love. We were codependent. We had similar abusive dynamics in our families. He also loved the feeling I gave him. He loved the fact that I was so naive and just so easy to lie to. He loved how loving and compassionate I was. I built him the fuck up every day. Every single day. I made him feel like that dude. I made other people think he was a good person. I would talk him up so much behind his back. He's the best, he's so funny, he's this, he's that. He's so understanding, he's quiet, but he's really funny. I can't believe he deals with me and my bipolar issues and my hormones and my outbursts and my anxiety. I blamed it all on myself. And he let me. But it really hurt because I thought underneath everything, underneath all the sex and the lies and manipulation and gameplay, he still truly loved me. How could the grief and the pain that I was feeling be that intense? How could it feel that bad if the love wasn't real? If the love wasn't real, then why do I feel so sad and depressed? It's because the love he started giving me after we got back together in those last few years was the love I gave him the whole time. He just finally realized, fuck, I guess I gotta change or else she's gonna leave. She means business now about the drinking. So just tell her what she wants to hear and lie. After his death, I would always say things, had gotten so much better in the last year. He finally was listening to me. We're finally getting along. We're not fighting as much. We're not arguing. I'm crying less. I'm less anxious. Sorry, it's just funny because it's like, so I couldn't see it at the time. Mike always knew he was going to die because he knew I had gifts. He knew everything. He knew what I was supposed to do for this world. He knew he would eventually die, but he believed, I think it would be later in life. He also expected that he was going to die in some heroic way, like saving me or dying in the military, something that would look good on him. He died in the most embarrassing way possible for someone in the Marines and whose dad was a homicide detective. Like, I just feel like that's funny. It's like, in a karmic way, that's slightly funny. Whatever. The energy I gave him made him feel invincible. He thought he couldn't die. He thought he couldn't get hurt as long as I was near him. Because God would never let that happen. He also thought he was smarter than God. Like God didn't know his little manipulation tricks and he couldn't read the energy for himself. Or that God really knew what he was in this for. The money. The divine inheritance. Which he thought meant real money. But unfortunately for him, it meant a life of peace and a heaven on earth mindset that we could live in and have forever. Eternal life. No more anxiety, no more manipulation, no more gaslighting, no more lies. Just people loving each other and helping each other and not hurting each other. I was so naive to think that there was nobody else in the world for me. That nobody in the world would love me like he did. That's what he wanted me to believe. But I was wrong. And so was he. He was just a stop on the way for me, to teach me a lesson. He was the collateral damage in my story. If you play in the face of a chosen one, if you manipulate and you hurt God's most precious people who were sent here to help others, your karma, Jesus Christ, I mean, I just don't envy you. Long story short, energy in this world is real. And some people use it for their gain, and some use it to help others. But it's about time that people start waking up to this. There are just some people in this world who will see your light and hate you for it, and want to hurt you for it, and want to put that light out. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. No matter how nice, or kind, or helpful, or funny, or loving you are. People are going to be who they want to be. We cannot save everyone. And I was someone who never wanted to give up on people. I never wanted to give up on helping him. But I was never going to be able to help him. He took my vulnerability and my kindness and he threw it in my face. But he didn't realize who I truly was. Because I also didn't tell him everything. Something in my body knew I couldn't fully trust him. So, yeah. Surprise, bitch. No, I'm kidding. It sucks for the narcissists in the world now. I am now your worst fucking nightmare. I am now his worst fucking nightmare. Narcissists will continue to view me as a threat. And honestly, bring it on. You think I'm scared of you? Because I see you now. And this is actually tough love. You'll thank me later. Love you guys.